This is Board of Registrars meeting. It is April 8th, 2025. The time is 5:05. We have here in attendance Yvonne Evans, Adele Carew, and Don Varley. Michelle Winnett is not here right now. And we're going to proceed with the meeting. Just want to let you know it's being recorded. Alrighty, guys. Hi. So we're going to have to take our votes by voice vote so that people can hear,
Okay.
So we have a few things that we have to do. And let me grab this so I can go right in order. All right, new business. So the first thing we got to do is we're going to reorganize. So I make a motion to have Yvonne Evans be the chairman. Do I have a second?
I second it.
All right. And all those in favor? Yes for Dawn?
Yes.
Yes for
Dawn.
for Adele?
Yep.
Yvonne? Yes. Okay, perfect. We have to establish the person's listed book prices. I mean, we only get 60 printed. They're $15, and just, I would say keep it at the $15.
Same.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll make a motion to keep the person's listed books at $15.
I second.
All right.
It.
All in favor? Dawn says yes.
Yes.
Yvonne says yes.
I say yes.
And Adele says yes. Perfect. We have a list of appointed for assistant registrars. So I'm going to make a motion to appoint Assistant Town Clerk Michael Ganchert, Clerical Administrative Assistant Ann Holbrook, and Whitman Hanson Regional School District Representative Siobhan Horton, all as assistant registrars for the Board of Registrars. I make a motion to appoint those.
I second it.
Okay, thank you, Adele. And
Yes.
all those in favor? Dawn, yes.
Yes.
Yvonne, yes.
Adele, yes.
Adele, yes. Thank you, guys. Use of your facsimile stamps. We use your stamps to do your signature. We do nomination papers, any invoices, things like that we need. I'll make a motion because that's not my signature. It's the board's signature. So I'll make a motion to allow the assistant registrars to use your facsimile stamps.
I second it.
Thank you, Adele. And all those in favor? Dawn, yes.
Yvonne, yes.
Yvonne, yes.
And Adele, yes.
Adele, yes. Thank you. And the fifth and final thing, this is about early voting in person. So the state law, we've talked about this a little bit, but it's kind of confusing. But the state law requires us to do early voting by mail unless we vote to bring it to the Board of Selectmen to not have early voting by mail and to have early voting in person. So we have to kind of make that. So we've always done in the past, just done early voting by mail. So early voting is no excuse absentee voting, basically. You still have absentee voting, which they can come in person and absentee vote. But early voting, the only time we really do it in person is like for the presidential and the state elections. For the local elections, I mean, that's just something we have to decide if we want to take no action, which would mean they're only allowed to do early voting by mail, not in person. And I would recommend that we don't do early voting in person. It's costly because whether you have one voter or 20 voters, you still have to staff it. And it's very expensive. So where we offer it by mail, the early voting by mail and the absentee voting, I think that it's, I think we should just not have early voting in person. So I'll make a motion to not have early voting in person and just keep it as it is as early voting by mail. What are your thoughts? Well, I'll make a motion. You second. Okay, discussion. Let's talk about it if you want to.
Yeah, I mean, you have to pay the people whether you, like you said.
You'd have to set all the hall up as if it's
everything.
If you're getting 3,000 people like a presidential, you would,
So I think just have
to keep it to
voting by mail.
the early voting by mail. Well, we still we still have the absentee in person, so somebody can come in if they're going to be away or they're having surgery or something. They can come in person and still vote like we always did. This is just unexcused absentee voting, so they're not being turned away to vote in person.
Right.
They just have to have those three conditions: the religious, medical, and they're going to be out of town. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to make a motion to do that, to have no early voting in person, only early voting by mail.
I second
You
it.
second. And all in favor? Dawn, yes.
Yvonne, yes.
Adele, yes.
Yeah, okay. So basically, so actually, I think that's it. Anybody have anything? Nope. All right. So at this time, I am going to adjourn the meeting. All those in favor? Well, a second.
I second it. Yes.
Aye.
Aye. Dawn,
Adele.
Adele,
Aye.
and Yvonne.